Hello, Bones.
So, I was bored tonight while I was waiting for you to get ready or whatever, or you were ready to talk, and I decided to go through the Minnesota Department of Transport road construction website and look at all the local, road construction projects. Oh my god, it's a treasure trove of environmental science crap that I get to consider and or critique.
That sounds so fun.
It is if you have a fucking degree in it.
Well, okay, I'll give you that.
Welcome to episode 22 of the Super Happy Fun Gabatron Tea Party with Kiki and Rose.
I'm looking at... Oh, okay, I see what they're talking about now. That's hilarious. Okay. The major highway that goes into my town that you can take to basically go to the Twin Cities, it's how do I put this gently? It's a highway with stoplights, but they want to convert it to a free flow freeway.
Mm-hmm.
You get what the difference is, that when you go to a freeway, you don't have any stoplights anymore.
We have both here, yeah.
Yeah. Well, occasionally I use it. People are like, they don't get what the difference between a highway and a freeway is. But
yeah.
So I was trying to figure out how they were going to do it, because there's a whole bunch of at-grade crossings on the highway. But the reason why they're going to convert it to a freeway is that they're going to put a new river crossing in that's a 4-lane highway bridge across the river next to where I live. And the worst one is right where the major we have one how do I put this? Do you know what a circle bypass is?
Yeah.
Around a major city, I guess with you guys it'd be Sacramento, Los Angeles, San Francisco, maybe.
We have a lot more major cities than that, but yes.
I'm thinking around you. I'm trying to think of who would be the city with a circle bypass. Basically
Los Angeles is not around me. Los Angeles might as well be in another state. But yes.
Sorry.
Sacramento and San Francisco have those kind of things.
Yeah. So this light is literally I would say a quarter of a mile before you get to the 394 interchange that lets you basically bypass the city of St. Paul, Minneapolis. And I was trying to figure out how the hell they were going to do it, because it literally squeezes between two big lakes, and they're going to basically and on top of this there's a at-grade crossing for a residential feeder street. So I'm like, okay, how the hell are they going to do this? They're going to sink the feeder street below grade and basically bridge right over the top of it, so there will no longer be a stoplight there, which I think is amazing. So it makes the trip so much faster, because that means there's only 2 lights now on the freeway between the edge of my town or city, I guess I live in, and where you can get to the interchange. I know I'm a major dork. This is how I've spent the last half an hour, considering all their plans and looking at what they're doing and going, excellent.
Okay. Well, just as a heads up, I'm eating, so.
I could tell.
And I'm also full of pain pills. So I don't know if I'm going to be loopy later, or if it's going to go and do jack shit like it did last night. So
let's hope you're loopy and not jack shit. Loopy's always good.
Loopy would mean that I could sleep at a decent hour and not,
I wouldn't have to watch you go to bed at 10 a.m. my time.
Well, I laid down. Well, what time was it when I said I was going to try to sleep again? What was it, 7 something?
That sounds about right, because we were talking and I said, yeah, I'll be... I'm only going to work for a little bit today, so I'll be back, I think it was noon your time.
Yeah, I didn't actually fall asleep until noon.
So right about the time I was getting in from the office, you were falling asleep.
And then I didn't wake up until 4. And I only woke up because I was dry-mouthed to all hell, because my lovely pain pills had done nothing but that.
Oh, yeah.
And
then the horrible constipation, of course, that will come with chronic use. Although maybe you're lucky you don't have that problem.
I don't normally have that problem.
Hooray!
Well,
I've had that problem for years.
I think my body's adjusted. But I have taken as much as I am willing to take, mostly because I no longer know what the dosage of a lot of these things are. Because they're kind of haphazardly all together in a bottle. I just know which pill is which.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
That's not dangerous at all.
If I took as many as I wanted, it would be dangerous.
Exactly. What?
Mm.
I really like Google Maps. I have a problem.
Google Maps is awesome.
Well,
Google Maps plus Google Street View, best thing ever.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's obviously not up to date or anything, but still.
Yeah, dude. If they could keep it like reasonably up to date, that would be insane.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think based on how much effort it actually takes, it is pretty reasonably up to date.
No, I mean, like, my town is only like, I would say 2 years out of date.
Mine was updated sometime last year.
Yeah.
So, sure, a lot has happened since then, because a lot of construction's going on in certain areas, but in others, things fucking change, so. No,
I'm super excited to see them update ours because the major river crossing is happening soonish.
Ooh,
so that'll be fun for like the next couple years as that's not updated, so nobody can tell that there's actually, like, they may actually have to come back and do at least the section by the river so that like their actual like maps are correct.
Yeah.
Because there's not a crossing right now, but there's going to be, within a year's time, they're going to have a crossing built over the river. So it's like they're going to have to come back and do it again, because otherwise the directions algorithm is going to look really fucking crazy, because there's just going to be a yellow line going across basically open space. Actually, it's really funny. You can see the I just noticed this. They must have taken a picture last summer, because you can see the construction barge in the middle of the river anchored, where they're starting to like drill down so that they can put the footings in for the bridge. I do kind of feel bad for the people on the other side of the river who are about to get fucked, because that bridge is going to come across right between a whole bunch of people and then like hook up with the interstate.
If one of the smaller outside, wow, that sentence started off horribly. One of the smaller towns outside of where I live, I used to live there for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
One of the smaller river creek things runs along it.
Yeah.
And when you walk down it in the dry season, which happens to be longer than it used to be, you could see all the struts of where bridges used to be.
Yeah.
You can also see, quite a lot of really old cars that clearly ran into the river at some point.
Yeah.
That I'm not positive anybody's actually looked in. And like every few feet there's a tire. Just random tire.
Thankfully, this is a heavily traveled scenic riverway, so our actual rivers our river is very clean. Like, they don't let that shit happen.
I'm pretty sure the Sacramento River's pretty clean in certain areas.
No, I mean, ours is actually under the control of the National Park Service.
I don't know if anybody takes care of Cache Creek. I know. I know that it's one of the many creeks that the Sac River will dump into if it starts to overflow, but beyond that, I don't think it has any other purpose other than existing.
I just noticed that you can actually see the maximum security prison is like 2 miles outside of my town, and it's actually really interesting because it's like completely nondescript. Like, I'm actually amazed at what a good job they did at basically keeping it as nondescript as humanly possible. Like, there's a sign on the road that states it's the prison, but other than that, there's nothing to let you know that it's even there. Like, there's no big gates or anything. It's all buried underground. That's kind of crazy. And there's a baseball diamond in their exercise field, which I think is kind of interesting. And all my joints hurt because we're getting fucking rain, which means the barometric pressure is completely fucked around me.
Yay!
Yeah, it's really starting to drive me crazy.
You poor thing.
Hoo-ha, hoo-ha.
It's interesting to look at the town on Google Maps and realize just how fucking huge it actually is. Because there's the, center of woodland that everybody assumes is all of woodland, and then there's this large span around it that is still actually technically woodland.
Yeah.
Because we're actually a farm town. We're just the largest farm town in the area.
Gotcha.
So we've become like the little capital for the area. So we're quite bloody huge.
Yeah, our town is actually like 20,000 people, but it's a tourist town, so like they pretend like it's like, a couple hundred people, but it's actually a town that, spans like, I would say like 500 square miles.
Oh, that's right, we have a dog park.
Who doesn't have a dog park?
For the longest time we didn't, well, by dog park I mean, you can take your dog there and take it off its leash, because any park can be a whatever park, but I have yet to go to the new community center, so I don't know what's out there. It's not exactly an easy place to get to from the area I live in. I've also never been to our golf course, but I don't golf, so that's probably why.
Good reason not to have gone to the golf course. Wow, the Street View picture is ancient. It's from back when my car didn't have like 4 different colored parts on it.
You have that kind of car?
Yeah, it's been hit quite a few times. And we still had our trees in the front yard. And wow, the actual overhead view is fairly recent because you can see my car's multiple different colors.
Oh, they've added quite a bit of like little location markers to this map recently.
Good for them.
Well, yeah, because now you can actually see the bus system properly.
Always a good thing.
I mean, certain parts of town, going by bus may be cheaper, but it means going out of the city and then back in, because the bus system encompasses parts of the neighboring town of Davis and parts of Sacramento and the airport.
Yeah.
So certain buses leave town and then don't get back to the other part of town, but they might be the only bus you can catch in that area.
Good stuff.
So what might actually be, I don't know, only a couple minutes by car, but you're maybe almost an hour or so by bus because of what you have to take.
Mm-hmm. I love being able to see the stuff right on the river that's basically hidden from view until you can see it aerially. That's always cool.
Good, that's been updated. For a while, when you would go to the town on Google Maps, it would show like restaurants that no longer exist.
That's always fun.
We'll finally fix that.
Excuse me.
Don't die.
So I found out that our local KFC went out of business today.
Really?
Yeah, the pizza place that we get our pizza from is like right up the road from it. And I was driving by and I'm like, oh wow, they're out of business. Holy crap. I mean, it's not that big of a deal because I haven't been a fan of pizza, or I haven't been a fan of KFC for a while, but I was just like, wow, I can't believe it's actually closed.
I have not been to KFC since we got a Popeyes. And I live closer to KFC now, and I still haven't gone.
Well, that I can't blame, because, God, who the hell would eat KFC when you have Popeyes?
True.
She doesn't deny it.
I fucking love Popeyes. Their biscuits, their chicken is awesome, their fries, their shrimp. Oh my god, the shrimp.
Apparently their shrimp is really good.
Very much so.
So I guess we'll keep that in mind then. Okay, what the heck is going on here? I like how basically the surrounding suburbs, how do I put this gently? The surrounding suburbs, like highway infrastructure is slowly being upgraded into what you might call like modern freeway infrastructure as the suburbs expand.
Yeah.
There's all these like little highways that have like at-grade crossings for local traffic that are having those closed off so that they can become freeways, or having like the major streets like built in with, diamond interchanges so that they can just dump on and off. I just find it amazing to watch all these construction projects going down.
Let's see. Let's take a look at some of the houses I used to live in. That sounds like fun.
When is that not fun? I mean, let's be dead honest.
Wow, some of these streets have been renamed, and I forgot that.
That's always fun, too.
I don't know why they were renamed, though. Nope, not Satellite. Well, Satellite's fun, too. Whee! This is so interesting.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. That's a new paint job. Well, I haven't lived there since elementary school. I would hope it would look a bit different since then. That'd
be creepy if you came back to like a house you lived in as a kid and like it looks exactly the same. Just like, wow, what the fuck?
They have one of those massive old style antennas on top, but that wasn't there when we lived there, so that had been added after the fact. wonder if the chimney even works. Oh, and I have lived in quite a few different places in this town. Anyway, what else is there to talk about?
Oh, I want to see this. Okay. Wow, they're just tearing out all of the lights on this freeway. That is amazing. I'm actually really happy they're getting rid of the stoplights because it makes life way, way easier.
Well, as someone who's most of the time not behind the driver's seat and not always paying attention, I wouldn't know what's better and what's not.
Well, I just mean for a transit standpoint, the medium grade highway that has, lights about every mile to 2 miles at major ad grade crossings is like super annoying when you can get on a freeway that has, no lights unless you move off onto secondary feeder streets. And I think he's just like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I was looking at the major hospitals, and I think some of these are mislabeled.
That's always fun.
I mean, sure, it is part of the hospital, but I don't think it's actually that part of the hospital. So, but whatever. I could be wrong.
You probably are.
Even though I don't think that's the surgery center. I think that's the clinic now. But, yeah. Is Kearns Park really that big? Wow. Looking down on stuff from a mapped perspective makes you realize just how huge some areas are.
You're just like, oh my god.
Yes, that level of excitement right there.
Exactly. Highway 200s.
What?
Don't care about that. Don't care about that. I'm looking through the list. Ooh, I-694 Highway 10 Snelling Interchange. Oh, yeah, that's what I was looking at earlier.
This episode's gonna be weird.
Well, I don't have anything to talk about. I'm sorry.
I know. I just finished finals, and then, the day after, suddenly spike a fever, then can't do anything, so I'm not much help either.
Lay around and pray for the sweet embrace of death.
I mean, now we're gonna go see some movies, but I guess we'll do that. I don't know if we're gonna have time to do that next week. I suppose we could try to hit them up this weekend.
Oh, I just wish my ankles would stop hurting.
I don't know what to tell you.
There's nothing you can tell me.
Well, I could say lots of things in your general direction, but maybe if we get a Christian high school. Oh, that's
what
a new... Because of Woodland's expanding, there's a lot of newer, fancy areas, and I was not aware that we actually had a Christian high school now.
That's interesting.
But it has very poor reviews, and not because it's a religious school, because we actually have quite a few of those. I wasn't aware we had a high school, because most of the religious private schools only go through junior high, which is why our high schools are so big, because suddenly there's a massive influx of students.
Yeah.
Which is why we had to build a second one, and it's still not enough. Because at least a few of the non-religious private schools, because we have fucking loads of private schools in this town, because we have a surprisingly amount of rich people. They at least go through high school. We're apparently getting I've lost all the words. The high school, but it's not like a traditional high school. It's a charter school, I think I want to say.
Sounds right.
Or some sort of tech school, something like that. I heard that they were going to start construction at the community college on the 600 building. This is the last building to be renovated. There's still no date set.
We're going to do it sometime soon.
Yeah.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday.
I'm sure people would like working fume hoods. And the projectors have started to not work right.
That's always fun.
Yeah, it's great. So great.
Just be glad you have a community college.
I am quite glad. For the longest time, technically it wasn't a community college.
Okay.
It didn't have proper accreditation, so it was like, I don't know what it was called, but it wasn't technically a college.
Wow.
They only got that a few years back. So
that's gotta be interesting.
Yeah, they weren't kidding. It does just look like suburbia hell. Does the new area have a gate too? Wow.
Hooray, gated communities.
We do have a lot of, homeowner associated communities and shit like that, but I don't think we've ever had a proper gated community before.
I hate gated communities.
I've never physically been to some of the newer areas because most of it's residential, so there's no reason to go. Yeah, it all kind of looks the same. It's normally how it goes, though.
Exactly.
Similar design with a only slightly varied palette.
Nothing better.
Heritage Parkway? How would you call it that?
I don't know. Why are they calling it that?
I have no idea either. Because there's only so many names in the book that you can call streets, I guess. I wouldn't use heritage in the new part of town, but whatever. Should probably check when the historical walk is.
Soon. Very soon.
It's normally when the trees are blooming. And it is spring. Oh, they have a spring and fall walk. Okay.
Hooray.
Well, I suppose the city is also very pretty in the fall, as there are trees fucking everywhere, because it's our namesake. At least the new part of town is keeping up with that. Sure, they had to replant all those trees, but there's trees fucking everywhere. They're just not as big and majestic as the rest of the town. We should probably find something else to talk about that's slightly more interesting.
We are the very antithesis of interesting. We live and die by our boredom.
Well, everything in the news is pretty sad, so let's just not look at that.
Let's not speak of it. Let's not go to Camelot. 'Tis a silly place. I wish I could say I've watched something interesting, but all I've been doing this week is watching that, I started watching that Aoi and Mitsuki. Shit.
You alright?
Mitsuki. Sorry. And then I season that the dumb-looking anime I saw near it was actually season 1, and so bought that and then proceeded to watch that, and I'm now back to watching Aoi Mitsuki. It is butt-fuck crazy, and I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll finish it, because I've got, like, 5 episodes to go. The second season is much harder to watch, because it's all in Japanese, and I can only take so much subtitles in one sitting before I'm just like, I need to go to something in English.
You poor thing.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Tiddly-dee. There they are, standing in a row, 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 row. Big one, small one, some as big as your head. Give 'em a twist, flick of the wrist. That's what the showman said.
You were excited about something the other day, and I don't remember what it was.
I don't either. Oh, no, I randomly came across a promo image for a new anime, and I was just like, this looks kind of cool, actually. I don't remember what it's called or anything, but I found the image on Reddit, and I was just like, Kiki, this looks kind of cool. I may have to watch it.
Oh yeah, and you never got back to me on what the hell it was.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Okay.
I don't have the title or anything, but just the promo image of the girls look cool. I was like, I think it's like a magical girl anime. But I think it's like a standard traditional one. Actually tried watching, what is it, that Attack of the Giants?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could not get into it. Like, it seems cool, but it's way too depressing.
Itch. Isn't there a new Ghost in the Shell coming out?
Yes, Ghost in the Shell Arise, when the people that did Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex go back and tell the original Ghost in the Shell origin story. Like the whole... Have you ever read the manga?
Yeah.
Yes, it's that story.
Woo.
Basically, they like retroactively made Standalone Complex work in the basis of the original story of how Section 9 came to be, and how Bato and our old ape-face Arabaki and the Major and shit came to be partners. It's going to be really cool to see a young Bato.
I didn't watch Standalone Complex again. It's been a while.
Yeah, we could all watch Standalone Complex again. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, the only other thing I've really done lately is FF stuff, and you don't care about that.
I'd have nothing to say.
I did things on my character so that I could do other things.
Surprise?
Essentially what I'm doing right now is leveling skills / getting specific items so that I can finish a quest that involves a very, very difficult battle that you have to do one-on-one without your sub-job so that you can go above level 70.
Wow. What a jerk.
Yes. And I'm doing it on Monk, because that's the highest level job I have, so.
So all the more reason to get the level cap increase.
Mm-hmm. You only have to do the level cap stuff on one job, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I don't have to
everybody...
I don't have to go back and do it for every single job, but that fight is a little different depending on your job. And Monk is kinda easier because it's less complex. It's mostly try to kill him before he kills you.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, it's actually quite fun to be a monk because you run around punching things in the face and occasionally you kick them.
Yes.
Like, haha, I kicked you. Haha, I countered attack right in your face.
In the face, biatch.
I do not care about the Brave controversy because it's not that horrific of a deal.
Okay.
Do you even know what it is?
Is that the one where the spunky redheaded princess from that Pixar movie got made over as a pretty princess?
Yes, solely for the Princess line products, meaning that there are still other products that have her normal look on them.
Yes, but once they do it, they'll brand unify.
If you really wanted to get really bitchy, then it should be more about things like how Mulan's princess version, she wears the outfit she wore during the opening. That's a bit upsetting. Or how...
Well, more so because she only wears it for like 15 seconds.
Yeah. Couldn't they have made like a pretty version of something else she wore later? Even putting a skirt on whatever the hell she wears during the ending scenes. The plane.
Well, hell, they could even go with her standard clothing from the second movie.
Yeah, actually, because there is a second movie. It's one of the better, but still not all that great sequels. Yeah.
It's a rehash of the plot of one, basically.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them are that, though. But also how anything from Tangled and almost anything, there's barely any products of her with her brown short hair. I get that girls want to play with hair, but ugh.
Yeah, it doesn't follow the process of... I mean, it's like, technically, Belle only wears her ball gown for like 1 5-minute sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I don't know, Snow White, maybe?
You don't see a lot of Snow White stuff these days.
That's because Snow White was fucking produced in the 50s.
I know. She's still technically part of the princess line, but yeah, no, my problem was that there's a wedding dress version of the chick from Tangled with her long-ass blonde hair.
Yeah, but she doesn't have it when she gets married.
Yeah.
She has brown hair.
Which makes no sense. Why does she have the long blonde hair? I don't...
Because fuck you, Kiki, that's why.
I don't mind the femme makeover for a certain line of products. It's a line of products meant to sell traditionally feminine crap.
Yeah.
The other products still exist. There can be more than one version of a character. They're fucking fictional and they're trying to hit a large market. Now, if they had shoved her in like a pink dress and all the princesses were required to wear pink dresses, then I'd throw a bitch fit. Because... Yeah,
that's just Ariel.
Yeah. Which, there's nothing wrong with pink. The only problem is when pink is the only damn option.
And I quote, "I am so glad they removed Esmeralda from the Disney Princesses line."
Yeah, that was always weird. I know the princess line is technically supposed to just be about positive female characters while being princessy, but she never made a lot of sense.
Well, it's more the fact that if you know the actual story, it's horrifying.
Yeah, well, a lot of actual versions are horrifying.
Yeah, actually, you're pretty much right. Almost every last one of those princesses has a horrifying fate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think if there's any in that lineup that don't. Pocahontas, no.
Mm-hmm.
Snow White, no. Sleeping Beauty, no.
There's a video out there of, this has almost nothing to do with what we went to, but still on topic somehow, of, because she's part of the princess line now, she had a coronation at one of the amusement parks, I forget which one.
Probably Disney World.
Yeah, and I don't remember her dress looking like her princess line dress, though. It was still very adorable.
This is the end of part 1. Join us again in part 2, wherein Kiki flies higher. Continuing now with part 2. Woo.
The dress she wears for the princess line is the one she wears at the archery competition. She wears it for all of 5 minutes before she shreds it so she can shoot for her own honor. the whole deal with Brave was always about the fact that she was basically a female version of her father.
Mm-hmm.
And well, she could respect her mother for what she wanted. She couldn't respect what her mother wanted her to be, and that was the whole deal. It was just like parents coming to understand and respect what their children are without trying to change them into what they want them to be.
Yeah.
And they did the whole. Her mother becoming a bear was like her mother walking a mile in her shoes, basically loosen her mother up.
Sorry.
And actually, when you think about it, I mean, technically her mother was even a strong female role model.
I have not actually seen the movie yet. I haven't.
Oh,
it's just not.
Her mother is the reason. I know the
general plot.
It's amazing. Her mother is the reason why the clans aren't fighting.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, she both fulfills traditional female gender roles and is a strong female role model. I mean, I think so, but I guess technically, technically, according to the way it works, you can't be both. You can't be a strong female role model and fulfill traditional gender roles.
Which is bullshit. Because the world needs to get off of that. Because a lot of women who call themselves feminists think that you have to be not that. That it's not okay to still fit those gender roles. It's just, the problem is when everybody says you have to be that, not that you have the ability to be that. I got a little convoluted there.
No, it's my prime example. Belle Dandy from Oh My Goddess. She's nothing but a doormat. No, she's really not.
Yeah.
She is in no way required to cook, clean, or do anything nice for Kiichi Morisato. She does it because he's a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Legitimately, that's her reasoning. She likes him, she loves him, and he's a dope.
It's a want over societal needs.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home parent or being the working parent.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter. It's your life choice.
Well, it's like my mom is the breadwinner in the family, but she's also the one that does the hardcore cleaning. She's good at it. I'm not going to argue with that. She's got a system, and I'm too male and stupid to figure that system out. Nor do I care enough to actually go that crazy. I'm a guy. Vacuuming and occasional dusting is about as far as I go. I don't, other than hard floors, I don't get on my hands and knees and scrub. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, over the years I've taught my husband how to do a couple of things. I do most of the cooking because I have better experience at a variety of cooking. He knows how to make what he learned growing up how to make.
Yeah.
Because it sounds a bit cliche, but he, for a large portion of his life, was raised by a single mother who was working as much as she possibly could, so their meals were really simple. and
Yeah.
that's what he knows how to make. Whereas I was raised in a 2-parent home, and both my parents are wonderful cooks, and we had money to have interesting dinners, so I know how to not only get the good shit, but I know how to get the good shit for cheap.
Well, I mean, that was my whole thing. My parents were both like working class, and we have, we didn't have a ton of money, but we were, we've always been middle class, so it's like we could eat what we want, but we were always in a rush. And so, like, I've eaten very simply in my life, stuff like spaghetti and meatballs, that kind of thing. Like, things you can throw together in 10 minutes using, various ingredients you have laying around the house.
Yeah.
And my parents are not creative at all because they're very, like, simple. Like, they like simple food. So, shit, like, my dad makes hamburgers 3 days a week. I make stuff like, I'll make, like, spaghetti, or I'll make chili, or I won't make. My mom usually makes the chili, but I make really simple stuff you can make with stuff out of a can or out of a package. To skip steps, so you can just
that's another thing. People need to get over their whole I made it from scratch thing. There's nothing wrong with using prepackaged stuff. People have lives.
The best spaghetti sauce I've ever found is Newman's Own.
I like Hunt's.
Wow.
It's cheap and good.
Like the tomato sauce or their actual spaghetti
they
sauce?
They make actual spaghetti sauces.
I've never seen Hunt's brand spaghetti sauce.
That's weird. It's like, I can't think of a grocery store that doesn't carry it here.
Here it's all ragu.
Oh. I've never liked ragu. Ragu is too sweet.
I love Newman's Own. I think it's mostly in Walmart.
I don't tend to buy a lot of food at Walmart.
We do, because all the other grocery stores are for rich people.
We have a nice balance of both.
We have 3 major grocery stores in our area. We have Kowalski's, which is basically where all the rich people shop. It is super expensive. There's Cub, and then there's like Walmart Supercenters. We use Walmart because it's cheap. Like, Walmart and Cub stock the same shit, but Walmart is like a good $1 to $3 cheaper on average per item. So we have Food for Less and Grocery Outlet, which is what we do most of our shopping at. Gotcha.
And then there's Raley's in Bel Air, which I never willingly go to. Nugget, which I don't willingly go to. Those are the fancy places. And then there's a bunch of little independent, tiny grocery stores that are normally some sort of ethnic type. Yeah. That you might occasionally pop into. And then we have then normally we'll supplement that with stuff from Dollar Tree or Dollar General or Big Lots, or maybe occasionally something from Walmart. I do buy mostly drink stuff at Walmart. They normally have a deal. And then occasionally we go to Costco.
Well, Costco or Sam's Club are a great deal if you actually eat enough to make the bulk buying worthwhile.
Yeah. Normally we get toiletries in bulk, but sometimes it's that's really such a good deal that you can't pass enough. Breads or spices are really good.
Well, I mean, if you can, I always say, if you can consume the stuff fast enough so it doesn't go stale or bad, all the more power to you. We can. My family of 3 people can literally down a 10-pound slab of ground beef. We like hamburgers. We like hamburger-based dinners. My mom makes certain hot dishes that use hamburger, and it could be wild rice. It could be a noodle dish. It could be cheesy. Hot dish is a uniquely Minnesota thing. No one else has hot dish.
What do I want to make for dinner tomorrow?
Food.
Probably.
I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner tomorrow. I've been considering that. We had pizza today, and it was all right, but I'm not a huge fan of pizza anymore.
You had to kind of do your own thing today. Because none of us were awake at the same time, so...
Yeah. I came home and my dad was like, "You want to do pizza tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then when we called, and I was going to get a small Supreme, and the woman's like, "Oh, that's $8.99," and my parents' pizza was $7.99. So I'm like, okay, so So it should be like $17. With the delivery, it'll be like $20. The woman's like, it'll be $25.80, and I'm like, okay, something's not right. And she's like, no, that's your total. I'm like, no, you told me my pizza was $9 and my parents' pizza was $8. That's $17. Even if the delivery charge is $3 and then the tax, that still should only be like $21, $22. Oh, well, your pizza was actually $13.
What?
That's not what you quoted me. Well, and your parents' pizza was actually $10. Okay. So I'm like, all right, how much is it if I come pick it up? She's like, oh, well, let me give me a minute. Okay, it's like 21 something. I was like, yeah, you know what? Never mind. Like, just give me a small pepperoni. Well, you can do a large pepperoni for $7.50. Like, yeah, just do that. Fine. So, taking into account tip and everything, I brought our grand total down from $30 to $16 for 2 pizzas.
Jeez.
And I felt kind of bad. I was talking to one of my friends on Skype, and she was listening to me on the phone with these people, and she's like, Jesus Christ, break their balls very much? I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. She's like, no, you're totally in the right. That was kind of crazy. I'm like, I just thought $25 was ridiculous for 2 pizzas. They weren't even large pizzas. It was a medium and a small.
That seems like too much.
I mean, I could see if that was 2 large pizzas, but for like a medium and a small, I was like, damn. So we ended up getting 2 large pizzas for $16. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, legitimately, a supreme, like a small specialty pizza should not cost more than $12.
Yeah.
When the woman told me it was like 15 or something, or 13 or 15, I can't remember. One version was 15, the other one was 13. I was like, that's way too much money for a small pizza. You know, it's a 10-inch pizza, so it's like, come on, guys.
Oh, maybe I should do that tomorrow. Just have someone cook a pizza. Or I can make a roast.
Yes, you should make a roast.
I wonder if she eats pork. We're going to be watching a friend's sister for a couple hours.
Is this the same one you were talking about last week that's been trying to get laid for months but hasn't been able to?
Yes. We are watching the girl for those questions, but not so they can have sex because they're both working, and she'll be home alone really late at night for a large number of hours.
Gotcha.
And all of them would rather not. So.
Oh, fair enough.
So she'll be over here, and
that's cool.
Mostly trying to figure out what I can feed her, because off the top of my head, I can't remember what she eats.
Rocks. She eats rocks, Kiki.
I know if you shove it in her face, she'll eat it, but I'd rather her enjoy food.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Only recently as an adult have my what I'm willing to eat changed.
I've noticed over the years that I eat stuff that back in the day I wouldn't eat, and there's some stuff I used to love that I hate now.
What's that?
Well, I've hated mustard, plain yellow mustard, to be fair. I've always liked brown mustard, especially if it's spicy, but plain yellow mustard has always been disgusting to me. And
I like it on a few things. Like, I like a little bit on, like, hot dogs. I'm a much bigger ketchup guy on hot dogs.
But I got a burger, and I forgot to have it taken off, and I ate it, and it was delicious.
Yeah, as a kid, like, I wouldn't eat hamburgers, and then I went to eating, like, plain hamburgers, and little by little I've gotten to... I usually get the works, which is just, like, pickles, onions, ketchup, and mustard. And it's alright. Like, I like it that way. It's fine. Mm-hmm. I'm not much for mayonnaise on hamburgers.
Oh, I love mayonnaise. I will use mayonnaise instead of ketchup for French fries. The
only way I'll do mayonnaise is if it's like a flavored mayonnaise, like the Thousand Island or the Chipotle Southwest mayonnaise, like on a Subway.
Okay, that's actually good.
That stuff is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever form it comes in, like the Southwest mayonnaise, Oh God, I have a very big weak spot for spicy mayonnaise.
But
basically, I don't know what else to call it.
A lot of the stuff I would normally take off of like fast food, it's not so much the taste, it's the texture. Like soggy tomatoes or soggy onions, stuff like that.
Oh God, well that's just bad food.
Yeah, but I seem to care less. And sometimes it would also be because I don't want I used to not like a big hunk, so if I had made it myself, I would have diced it up and put it in the meat sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because I like the flavor, not, taste. But I seem to have gotten over that and enjoy the big hunks now.
I still can't eat pickles like alone.
I can only eat dill pickles. I hate any other kind.
I can eat pickles on something, but I cannot eat them. Like I can't just take a pickle and eat it.
Oh, I can so do that.
My mom is willing to drink like the juice. I'm just like, oh God.
You gotta save the juice. Use it for this and that.
The other thing.
Like macaroni salads.
Yep. I'm trying to think of what else.
I should make some macaroni salad.
Cheese. Oh my God, cheese. I still can't eat cheese like alone. I can't like slice a piece of cheese and eat it, but like I can eat cheese on anything now.
I had a hunk of Colby Jack a little bit ago, just by itself. I love cheese.
I'm not a fan of just eating cheese. Like I've got to have it with something. What else? I
still hate tuna.
Excuse me. Tuna's okay. My dad loves tuna fish sandwiches. I tried it once. It doesn't taste bad, but it's like I would take ham any day.
So I've never been one to like fish. It's either the flavor's terrible or the texture of the fish is terrible. But I had some salmon on something. It was some sort of sushi, and it was rather good. So I might have to try some.
Well, Americanized sushi is actually like freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of what else has really been like a big changeover. For me as an adult and like currently, it's been portion sizes have just been ridiculous.
I've been trying to change my portion sizes. Like
the faster you can lock on to small size portions, the easier life gets to, if you want to lose weight or get in shape. Like, I mean, genuinely, like, Americans eat a shit ton of food. Like, I feel bad because today I had, like, what was it today? I got a gas station hamburger because I had to get gas after work. Because it's fucking up to $3.40 here. I'm sorry, $4.40.
I actually am not sure what we are at recently. I think the last time I saw we were at $3.50 something, but that was a while ago. We might be up to $4 something now.
Yeah, like the last 3 days, it's shot up over $4 a gallon here. So that sucked. And then I came home and had a couple of slices of pizza for dinner, and then right before you asked me if I was ready to podcast, I was finishing off a peanut butter sandwich. I'm so fat.
Let's see, I had a small slice of watermelon. That was the first thing I ate today. And then I had a bit of that Colby Jack. Then some hash browns and eggs.
Wow.
That's
Damn.
It. I haven't been up that long either, so...
Oh, fair enough.
I might make a PB&J when we're done. That sounds actually pretty good.
Yeah, I've actually been skipping the jelly and just getting peanut butter, but that's good too.
I'm really in it more for the jelly. Not that I do hate certain peanut butter, but I love crunchy peanut butter. Smooth peanut butter makes me want to gag.
Oh, I love smooth. I only like crunchy on toast.
If there's peanut butter
crackers
in a candy, I will not eat it. I don't care who makes it. It is gross.
What if it's a crunchy peanut butter, like a Snickers bar?
Nah.
Pussy.
Yep. I do love paydays, though. It's not really peanut butter, though. It's just peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I could go for a payday.
My dad got a 5-pound bag of salted in the shell peanuts today. I hate him just a little bit. I ate like a large handful. Oh, that was the other thing I had. I had a large handful of those, like after dinner, because I was like still kind of hungry after after 3 slices of pizza, but I didn't want to have any more pizza because the salt was just going to make me like thirsty. So I had peanuts, and yeah, I could probably eat the entire bag of peanuts.
Some pistachios right now would be good too.
Strange green pudding. Sorry, that's all I ever think of when people talk about pistachios.
Pecan pie.
Yeah, pecan pie is okay. I'd rather have apple.
For the longest time, I didn't like a lot of pies. Like, I only recently started eating apple pie. But, pudding pies and pecan pies were, for the longest time, the only kind of pie I would eat.
Who doesn't like pudding pies? Like, can I beat them if they say they don't? Cause
I'm sure there's someone out there who does. I remember I had a friend back in the day who would refuse to refer to it as a pie, but whatever. It's in a pie crust, fuck you.
It's like, I love, like, French silk pie or chocolate pudding pie. Oh, God. It always goes fast at my house, too. I can't believe that that May's already half over.
Yeah. I don't know how much longer it's going to be before my grades come up.
Hopefully not long.
The teachers have 48 hours after the final to turn them in, but the website itself does not automatically do it, because they have to be checked. So I probably won't see them for a couple more weeks.
That's always fun, the waiting game. You're just like, God, shoot me.
I'm only worried about the one class, but that one class, if I fail it, I have to switch my already pre-done schedule and attempt to get into that class, because there's no way I can get into the summer class. It's far too overbooked. He recommended we not try, because over the summer they closed down most of the school, so the class sizes are smaller in general because they use the smaller rooms. And because it has a lab, that means he can only have as many people as there are computers available, and they use the smaller lab in the summer, so.
Yeah, I'm just excited. I only got, 3-4 more weeks until Animal Crossing comes out?
The 9th, right?
Yeah.
And I don't get mine until the 12th. So, yeah.
I'm just excited because it's a Sunday, which means I can go get it right away in the morning and play with it, because I usually have Sundays off.
There's 2 more weeks until my birthday. Yay.
Joy.
I'll be 28. Woo.
God, you're old, dirt.
So old. Yeah. Got a buttload of ribs to prep before that.
Crazy.
Rib. Did your mom like her Mother's Day card?
Yeah, she thought it was funny.
It's gonna get warm again over the weekend. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Other than being in my nice air-conditioned home. So how weird is your weather gonna, or how long is your weather gonna stay weird? Or are you
we're pretty much done now. We're just gonna have rain this weekend, and it'll be in the 80s.
Okay. Did we run out of stuff to talk about?
I just have nothing left to really talk about, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. Well, no, not really. I haven't finished that game, so I haven't been able to write a review of it. You didn't finish your review, so.
And I decided I would try to work on it some more this weekend.
Okay. So that's right, folks. You heard it. There'll be reviews at some point in some time.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on having it out this week because I had just started it on Wednesday, but I've been busy with getting stuff ready today because Radron is going to be stopping by for the first time for the summer to crash at my place after volleyball tomorrow night.
Oh my god.
I know.
Ooh.
So
I'm starting to feel that loopiness. Yay.
Hooray.
I hope I'm not too loopy to edit.
I hope so too. I gotta find a way to rest my leg without my ankles hurting.
Put them behind your head?
I'm not a contortionist, you psycho. I think I'm gonna get a Get a pillow to put on the end of my chair. That might help take the pressure off my ankles. I blame you, Kiki. This is all your fault.
I was trying to catch up on title cards today, which isn't going very far. And I have some conceptual designs to work on for projects, because I've narrowed down the projects I want to do over the summer. Should probably clean up the bedroom a little bit too. Sounds like Bones is peeing.
Damn right. Sorry, I had like 5 glasses of Kool-Aid in the last like 3 hours. Don't hold it so long. Part of my bladder's just like, hey asshole, piss your pants or pee in the toilet, your choice. Oh crap. Alright. That goes up. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. Damn. So it puts the weight on the backs of my lower legs instead of my ankles so they can actually rest.
Let's see. I fixed my tablet last night, so now I can finally go back to reading.
Hooray.
Yay.
What was wrong with it?
I'm not 100% sure. I had to reset it to default, so it wouldn't properly load anything, and I don't know why it started doing that. But whatever. We are so exciting. Super duper exciting whitiness. Alright, face.
I'm hoping that next week I might actually have finished all of Code Geass.
How much left do you have?
What am I on? Let me see. I'm on disc 3 of 6 of season 1, and so that means there's still 3 discs of season 1 and 6 discs of season 2, maybe 8. I'm not sure.
Remember that anime Flowers of Evil that I wanted to watch?
Yeah.
I said it looked rotoscope. I was right, it is rotoscoped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say, really. I haven't started watching it yet.
Hooray!
I haven't finished any of the other things, so there are only so many hours in the day, and I'm only awake for a few of them.
Mm-hmm. I was watching all my bedding today, because, yeah, after being sick, I wanted to make sure that I actually washed it all.
Oh, that's right. I have to do laundry tomorrow, too.
Hooray.
Well, one of us has to do laundry tomorrow.
That's why I'm glad I have a mother.
Well, if I asked her nicely, she would, but...
Yeah.
I'm a grown-ass girl. I should probably do it myself.
Despite being 26, my mother still demands to do my laundry. Not I have to ask her, she demands to do my laundry.
Oh, my mother does not do that. When she's doing laundry, she'll ask if I want to throw anything in, but she does not demand to do my laundry.
Well, like I'll have a load of laundry in the basket, and my mother like, give me that, I'm gonna do that while I'm doing our loads. I'm like, okay. And so like chronically there's actually a finished load of folded laundry outside of my office door, like on a every 3 day, like a 3-day cycle. The only thing I have to do myself is my bedding, because she doesn't want to. If she does my bedding, she wants to do it at the laundromat where she can use the big giant washer and dryer, so she can do all of it at once. So she only has to be there for like an hour, and I don't care. I'll just if I have a day where nobody's doing laundry, I'll just throw them in. I'll throw the comforters in one by one and wash them out.
Yeah.
So that's what I did today. I threw some stuff in before I left for work, and then when I got back, I threw that stuff in the dryer and then threw another load in the washer, and I ended up doing 3 loads, but I got all of my bedding washed. I'm trying to decide what I want to order from the Right Stuff Funimation sale. I'm not sure yet.
All the things. I know you want all the things, but...
I do want all the things, you are correct.
Lynch me. My ability to speak is becoming less and less.
Indeed.
If only, the pain actually was going away, because it's not. Anyway, link me to the sale.
Oh, sure. What are you too lazy to punch in rightstuff.com?
Yes. I don't know. Is there a special list page that tells you what's...
Well, if you go to their main page, there'll be a icon like in the main box for it that'll take you to the list of Funimation titles. I don't really feel like digging it up myself.
Intergalactic Bargains?
Yep, that's it.
I don't know, nothing's really jumping out. Well, there's the railgun thing, but I don't know what of that you have.
That's one of the ones I was looking at ordering that. I was looking at ordering the War on Genmar or whatever.
The Tenchi War on Genmar?
Yeah. I kind of wanted Blood C. And then I was going to pre-order like some of the stuff like Eureka 7, Astral Ocean comes out in August, and Roberta's Bloody Trail comes out in August. I can't remember what's coming out in June and in July for Funimation that I was going to pre-order.
Stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, I have to look. The sale doesn't go off until next Thursday, so I still have time to make my order, since I'm not like in a super hurry.
Princess Jellyfish. That's a goodie.
Yeah, I've heard that's supposed to be pretty good too.
It is. I recommend it.
There's a lot of older stuff that I missed that I'd like to watch at some point. For this sale, the stuff that isn't like already out, or the stuff that's already out, I'm trying to keep it to the stuff that I really want to watch like right now. The stuff that's like, other than that, the stuff that I want to buy that's coming out later, it's just basically a way to get it a little bit cheaper in pre-order. Like I want season 3 of Shaka no Shana, but I haven't even watched season 2 yet, so I'm like, yeah, I can probably wait.
Well, now I must watch this, because who could pass up a title of Vampire Girl versus Frankenstein Girl?
Indeed.
I gotta find this. Wow, there's a lot of Full Metal stuff.
Yes, there is. Bird Dog's like ready to kill me because I still haven't watched Brotherhood. I'm like, I'm going to watch it. Give me a break. I have tons of other stuff to watch first.
I still haven't seen it either, so...
He talked to me about it like in like February, and I was like, yeah, I'll watch it at some point this spring. I never got to it because I haven't had the urge to buy it and watch it.
Yeah, I don't really see anything that automatically strikes me as something you should get, but I'm also not in the best frame of mind, so...
Well, I definitely want the Eureka 7 sequel. I mean, that's not coming out till August, but they put up the dub trailer, and I'm just like, that looks awesome. I will probably buy that.
Yay!
Plus, the OVA for Black Lagoon should be cool, too.
Oh, hey, when did Crunchyroll get Reader done?
Good question. I have no idea.
Sweet.
That was an interesting cascadey type noise.
What?
I don't know. It sounded like you were like the whole world was coming down on your side. You like sighed and just heard this like.
I probably made the wall vibrate when I pushed myself up in the chair by pressing against the back of the desk.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
No problem. I was like, wow.
I mean, no, the ceiling fell in. Ah.
Exactly.
Oh, I hope not. I think the air conditioner's over me. That would suck.
For you, it'd be hilarious. For the rest of us.
Yes. So many things to do. Is it weird? I'm not sure, but I think one of the cats must have bumped into the door. Trooper's also being oddly quiet.
Indeed.
Being such a shit earlier. I guess maybe he tired himself out. Maybe we should call it.
Fair enough.
I can't guarantee that I will edit this tonight, even though it's
no hurry. Take your time. Take your time.
Maybe I'll lay down for a little bit and then get back up.
There you go. I'm probably gonna do the same thing. Actually, I am gonna do that because you can at least try to sleep since I have to be into work at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Aww.
Stuff. Yeah, I've been working like every Saturday. It's kind of nice because then I take like Monday off because I'll work like a Tuesday through Saturday schedule and then take Sunday, Monday. Which I actually want to take Monday off because I need to get to the bank and get my income tax refund checks into my bank account. I was waiting until they all came in so I could do them at once. And I hate going into the bank and depositing shit as crazy as that sounds. It's like, I'll just do them all at once.
Actually, I haven't done it very often, but I hate going into the bank to do that too. Although it's weird having a bank account again. It's been so long. That made me sound kind of like a criminal.
Who are you kidding? You are a criminal. Criminally insane. Ow.
Okay then.
Exactly.
I'll talk to you later, Bones.
Alright, talk to you later, Kiki.
Maybe we'll be more interesting next time, and I won't be so high.
Exactly. Yeah, we did our best, you know, it wasn't... We've been getting progressively more busy despite, like, actually getting stuff out of the way.
Yeah, stupid life.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up now.
Alright, talk to you later. Bye-bye.
This is the end of part 2. Thank you for listening to this Pilgrim episode of the Super Happy Fun Dabber Tea Party with Kiki and Bones. Goodbye, weirdos.
Bye!
Bye!